If you hold just 100 XRP, will you be a millionaire? In this video, I'm going to give you a realistic XRP price prediction for 2024, even 2025 and beyond. We're also going to share some clips with Monica Long, the president at Ripple, answering the question about what is a stablecoin, how Ripple's stablecoin will work and interact on the XRP Ledger and the Ethereum network to take over the multi-billion-dollar stablecoin market, what the $108 billion Van Eck CEO predicts Bitcoin going to, and what that means for XRP that is extremely bullish. What happened over in Venezuela with hyperinflation leading to the total collapse of their economy and the money becoming worthless that is pretty much happening in the United States right now for the US dollar. Home prices in the 1980s versus the home prices today, and the reason why baby boomers had it easy back then, even though the baby boomer generation was one of the hardest working and actually physically capable generation there is compared to the newest generation that is just brainwashed by technology. We're going to give you 4 simple lessons that will make you outperform 99% of market participants, whether you're 18 years old or 108 years old. What's happening with RippleNet in the Philippines right now that is incredibly bullish. What I'm doing to earn an extra 1,000 to 2,000 XRP per day in less than 10 minutes with the #1 play to earn XRP game. We're talking about the greatest crash in Wall Street history and why 2026 will be the year everything falls apart. We're breaking down the unemployment rate, and every single time the unemployment rate has spiked, what has happened on the Dow Jones Industrial Average every single time, and what's about to happen next that will affect crypto. And then also we're comparing the Dow back to the 1960s and some Confluence we can see on the chart for what's the most likely scenario to happen next, and exactly what you can do to prepare now to be able to make the most amount of money possible and also preserve your income so you don't get absolutely destroyed. So if you guys are feeling bullish on this Saturday, comment 777. If you're feeling blessed, comment 777. And if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. Confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it.
Which do you like better, Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Bitcoin.
What's your
I'm a gold
price?
guy.
Okay.
I'm a gold guy.
Give me your price target for the longer term with Bitcoin, because right now at about 63,000, where do you see it going?
Right. So about a year ago, I started pounding the table because eventually the Fed is going to start easing here. That's great for gold and that's for Bitcoin. What I said is Bitcoin is growing up and will be eventually half the total market cap of gold. So that's about 350,000. So quite a ways to go from here. The super bulls, if central banks adopt it and it's part of the monetary system, then in the millions, but I don't like to talk about that too much.
What, more than 2 million, more than 3?
Yeah, like 2.9, we've got some model, which is, you have to look at the assumptions.
Right.
So if we look at the assumptions, if Bitcoin were to go to $2.9 million, obviously that's not going to happen this bull run, right? And a safest assumption is that's going to take by 2050. So over the next, 26 years. Now, in this year, I'm going to give you a price prediction for Bitcoin and for XRP as well too. So hang towards the end of this video, but let's look at the assumptions and let's bring out the calculator, because right now Bitcoin's at $60,000. And so if we take $60,000 and we multiply that by 50, that would give Bitcoin to about $3 million. So Van Eck CEO said 2.9. Let's just round up to 3 million. I know Michael Saylor, who I'm going to play a clip from in a little bit, is saying like 5 million or 10 million or something like that. So let's just say $3 million. Okay. So what would that put the market cap of Bitcoin at? But more important question would be, what would that put XRP at? Because right now, XRP's market cap is $33 billion. Bitcoin's market cap is let's just round it up to $1.2 trillion. And so for Bitcoin to do a 50x and XRP right now to have $34 billion market cap, we take 34 billion and we're going to divide that by 1.2 trillion. And that's 0.0283333. So that means that XRP currently holds 2.83% of Bitcoin's total market cap. So if Bitcoin were to do a 50x from right here, that would give it roughly a $60 trillion market cap. So let's just say XRP maintains roughly 2 to 3% of Bitcoin's total market cap, because XRP clearly isn't going away. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel, you understand that. So we take 60 trillion, multiply that by 0.0, let's just say 3%, even though I think that's completely undershooting how much XRP is going to absorb of the market cap of this industry when full adoption takes place. That will give XRP a market cap of $1.8 trillion. And if we divide that by the circulating supply, let's just say 57 billion, we're rounding up from 56. That would give XRP a price of roughly $31. Now that's if XRP only held 3% of Bitcoin's total market cap and that's if Bitcoin went to $60 trillion, which I know sounds ludicrous because right now it's at $1.2 trillion. So hang tight because we're going to give you an accurate XRP price prediction for this bull run and what that means for the rest of the crypto industry. But until we see mass adoption, this is what you're going to have to go through with these awkward dinner conversations during Christmas and holidays with your family when they ask you how your Bitcoin or your crypto or even your meme coin investments are going.
Volatility is a sign of high energy. Rivers, waterfalls, fires, windstorms, they're volatile. They have massive amounts of energy. Niagara Falls is a scary place. If you're going to play in the pool, 5,000 people have died in Niagara Falls playing with it over the past 100 years. But it generates 5 gigawatts of power. That's 7 million horsepower. That's 33 million people working as hard as they can. So if you're going to harness the energy as an engineer, then you want the volatility. And if you're a tourist and you're playing in the water, taking selfies, then it's scary. No one that understands Bitcoin is afraid of the volatility.
So volatility is the pain that you pay for opportunity. If you're not willing to go through the volatility, then you're going to suffer a slow and painful death that is gradual, but it creeps on you like inflation in the night. What happened over in Venezuela is just the tip of the iceberg for what's coming to the United States. Now, you see it slowly but steadily happening right now. For example, you go to a grocery store, what it costs you to purchase goods today compared to what it was 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years ago. Where this escalates and hits the J curve for the US dollar is when socialism has fully taken over in the United States. So what happened over in Venezuela was hyperinflation leading to the total collapse of their economy and their money virtually becoming worthless. So when we say back up the truck, all the way to the bank, grab the bags, pack them, and stack them. That's what this guy did, but he did it way too late. So if you guys didn't watch my video yesterday, I broke that down for you with inflation and how much worse it's going to get over the next 20 to 30 years. And these are just facts. In fact, let's talk about some more facts here because I think it's fun to bring up the truth because people that can't handle the truth are going to have to live with the reality over the next 10, 20, 30 years. Baby boomers. Don't forget, we had 13% rates back in the 80s. This generation has it easy now. Well, I thought this was a really good clip from FM Smith. Listen to this.
Don't forget the boomers had 13% interest rates in the 80s. I wish we had 13% interest rates today if that meant we had your home prices. In 1980, the median household income was $22,000 and the median home price was $47,000. That was only twice the yearly salary. And if you wanted to put down a 20% down payment and closing costs, it would cost you about $11,000, which is only half the yearly salary. So you have your 13% interest rates. Your monthly payment was $485 a month, which was only 26% of your gross income. Now, if we had the same setup that you did in the 80s, our median household income is $80,000. That means the house price would sit around $170,000. A 20% down payment closing cost would be $40,000. 13% interest rates would put our payment at $1,790 a month, which is 26% of our gross income. All would be well in the world. But here's our actual reality. Median household income, $80,000. The median home price in 2024 is $419,000, which is 5 times the salary. And if you wanted to put down 20% and closing costs, it would be $100,000, which is more than the actual yearly salary. Even though we have 7% interest rates, the payment out the door is still $2,800 a month, which would eat away at 42% of our income. And here's the kicker. Someone making $80,000 in most cases can't even qualify for this. In fact, I wouldn't even recommend anyone making 80 grand spend more than $300,000 on a house because you don't want to be house poor.
That's why I'm even debating selling this condo that I bought and just literally going all in with XRP, all in with crypto, because mortgages are the biggest scam in the world. You know, the amount of money that you have to pay for like the first few years towards the interest versus the principal is ludicrous. I'm just giving money to the bank for free. And then the argument on the other side is that I'm building equity. So yes, I did get a good come up on the value in the property, but the amount of time that it takes to close, move everything out when I sell it, find a new place to live, deal with the current interest rates right now is more of a headache than what it's worth. Whereas in the crypto market, yes, it's more volatile, but if I want to liquidate my position, I literally just go in, push a button, I'm able to sell within seconds. And over the course of the next 10 years, that volatility is going to be worth it because of where we're at in the charts that I'm going to show you in a little bit for XRP and for other cryptocurrencies. But first, here's 4 simple lessons that will help you outperform 99% of market participants. Now remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Crypto's risky. You could definitely lose a lot of money in these markets. And these videos are purely for education, informational purposes only to help you do your own research. So never buy or sell anything we talk about because I just make these videos for fun to help educate you. But number 1, when everyone is bullish, you need to be thinking bearish, because when everyone's in the market and we're at all-time highs, there's not much money to be made, because where do we go when we're at an all-time high? We go down. So number two, when everyone is bearish, on the contrary, when everyone's freaking out, everyone's doom and gloom, you need to be thinking bullish, be a contrarian. Number three, the higher prices go, the lower your chances of making money. You don't make money at all-time highs. Number four, the lower the prices go, the higher your chances of making money. You make millions when there are flash crashes, when there's dips in the markets, and when we're at bear market bottoms. So human psychology is designed to make you do the exact opposite because of groupthink, hive mentality. Bees have a hive mentality, fish have a hive mentality, birds have a hive mentality. Every species has a hive mentality, including human beings. That's why most people are broke. They let their emotions through the hive mentality, groupthink, dictate their investment decisions. So take the recent dip, for example. It was nothing but a giant opportunity, yet the majority panic sold their bags while only a few took advantage of it. Institutional money took advantage of it. So the moral of the story is, if you want to succeed, not just in crypto, but in anything, don't be like most people. Observe them and do the opposite. That's why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Because the poor do what everyone else does. They just follow the herd. Even if the sheep at the front of the herd are jumping off of a cliff, they just follow them to their death. So I can understand if what I say in these videos rubs you the wrong way, because I'm a contrarian, I think a little bit different. I go against the grain. But if you're that type of person, then subscribe to the channel, because we're all gonna be backing up the truck together, camping on the beaches of the moon. We're buying grandma's house back, okay? Look at this right here. All bank IDs connected to RippleNet in the Philippines. It's saying Asia United Bank, Bangkok Bank, Bank of America in the Philippines, Bank of China, Bank of Commerce, Bank of Philippines, China Bank Savings, China Trust Bank. And this is on Ripple's official documentation. HSBC, Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, Standard Chartered, and tons of other banks I've personally never heard of, but are all interconnected. And if you look at this, it's time for some real inter-jurisdiction cross-border payments, as Project Nexus goes live in 2026 to interlink instant payment systems, IPS, for Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, and the Philippines. The Bank for International Settlements, in a bid to link India, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, and the Philippines, instant digital payments. The BIS is considered the central banker's central bank, intends to introduce an instant cross-border payment platform by 2026. Now, here's one thing that's very interesting. On Amazon.com, Amazon Web Services is saying that RippleNet members, they collaborate with financial institutions worldwide. More than 100 financial institutions have joined RippleNet, like Santander, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, banks over in China, UAE, UK, Australia, Sweden, Japan, among all those other banks that I just mentioned. And soon, US Treasury bills are going to be supported on the XRP Ledger. Bringing tokenized T-bills to the XRP Ledger is the next step in Ripple's journey. It's going to be for accredited and institutional investors via stable coins, including the upcoming Ripple stablecoin later this year. Now, the timing is going to be impeccable, because Celsius is demanding $2.4 billion from Tether in the same week that Ripple just got news about how much they're gonna have to pay for the settlement of about $125 million, the same week that they launched their real stablecoin on the XRP Ledger. And yes, the majority of jurisdictions around the world either have stablecoin regulations already in place or final legislation pending. So the United States, the final legislation is pending, along with the United Kingdom, Canada, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Africa, United Arab Emirates, whereas other areas like the European Union already have stablecoin regulations in place, which is why they banned Tether. So guys, get ready to see a massive marketing push for Ripple about their stablecoin. Currently, Monica Long, the president at Ripple, just posted this video answering the simple question of what is a stablecoin. Listen to this.
A stablecoin is a token on a blockchain that represents some sort of real-world currency. So for example, dollars, that's a very popular version of a stablecoin. And the important thing about a stablecoin is that there's a one-to-one peg between the tokens that are represented on the blockchains and what is held in a reserve account. So that's what makes it stable. And people really like stablecoins. They've become very useful in the world of digital currencies because one, it's a way that you can hold US dollars if you don't have access to a traditional bank account. Two, it's a way to efficiently buy other assets in the world of crypto. And then three, it's also a way to trade. It's very useful for trading too. And so that is all.
So Ripple's stablecoin will come out on Ethereum and the XRP Ledger. Both networks will interact with each other. So Ethereum users will jump on the XRP Ledger as well. So what we're going to see happen here over the next year is Tether's market cap is going to start to dwindle, in my opinion, because Ripple's stablecoin will absorb a large chunk of that. So the market cap of Tether is $115 billion. The market cap of Ethereum is $313 billion. And XRP's market cap is only at $33 billion. So that's why I barely hold any Ethereum other than just to cover some gas fees. And my number one large cap for this bull run is XRP. And I'm even more bullish on the XRP Ledger because once Ripple's stablecoin gets the regulatory approval and starts absorbing that market cap, then certain projects on the XRP Ledger are going to absolutely crush it. For example, one project I talked about 2 to 3 weeks ago was sitting about $50. Right now it's over $100. It's outperforming the rest of the market right now in a healthy uptrend. And the reason why is because there's tons of users playing the game on the XRP Ledger. And it's very simple, guys. It takes less than 10 minutes. So for those of you that are new to the channel right now, I'll leave a link below for you to check this out. It's pretty awesome because you get digital game pieces that you can be able to earn crypto rewards on, pretty much like virtual real estate. So I'm collecting crypto in rent from these pieces of land every single day. And as you can see right here, over the past few days, I've collected about 19 crypto, which if I take 19, multiply that by $103, that's about $1,957 in crypto rewards simply for playing this game in less than 10 minutes per day. So right here, my current balance is about 182 crypto. If I multiply that by 103, that's about $18,746. And I'm able to compound my rewards even more through the liquidity pool. I deposit about 8 crypto per day. I get roughly 55,000 LP tokens. So I can simply add liquidity. It connects to my XRP wallet right here. So I'm just going to slide to accept. And boom, it just added the liquidity to the pool. Now, if I want to remove liquidity, I can remove it in either crypto or XRP. And let's say I want to remove 1,500 XRP, that's roughly 55,000 LP tokens. So if you guys want to learn how I'm earning between 1,000 and 2,000 XRP per day, playing this game in less than 10 minutes per day, while also stacking up massive crypto rewards, then all you need to do is go to the link in the description below, or you can go to bullrunners.com and you'll discover how to earn more crypto through this play to earn game. You just click the button on the page, put in your best email address. It's really simple. You're going to be subscribed to our daily video newsletter. And on the other side, in about 8 minutes and 20 seconds, you'll be able to get started right now. We'll show you how to set up your XRP wallet with the best wallet for holding XRP, how to get your game pieces, how to play the game, how to withdraw crypto, benefit from the liquidity pool. That way you can start maximizing your crypto rewards for fun this entire bull run. So hang to the end of how this works, because right now the market cap of this project is only at $2.8 million, which is a micro cap. Virtually nobody knows about this right now. And while there is a level of risk in lower market cap projects, the creator of this project is Doxed. He launched it back about 4 years ago. It has the largest liquidity pool in the world on the XRP Ledger, and it's the first and the only play to earn game. So I think it's awesome because the mechanics are really, really simple. It doesn't take up all day like playing Call of Duty that makes you no money. And you can stack up your digital game pieces simply by following the link below and watching those videos. Because like I showed you in the beginning of this video, with inflation, if you're not putting your money to work for you, you're going to work for money till the day that you die. And when we talk about the global economy being on the verge of an unprecedented collapse, and the warning signs are already emerging this year, over the next 2 years, the world will experience a series of economic shocks that will culminate in 2026. So I thought this was a great post by MF Hawes, because while everything unravels despite the Federal Reserve's recent effort to control inflation through interest rate hikes and monetary tightening, deeper structural issues remain unresolved. That's rising unemployment, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, an overvalued stock market, a housing bubble poised to burst, and the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence threatening to displace millions of jobs. Even though they're going to create jobs, this is all converging to create an economic storm. You couple that with what just took place in the Olympics, mocking Christianity. The nation is being destroyed from within. Adding this to the volatile mix in the US government ballooning fiscal deficit, the worrying NASDAQ 100 to Russell 2000 ratio, which exceeds the levels seen during the dot-com bubble, and the potential for Western governments to introduce universal basic income to starve off social unrest. This move will inevitably lead to more money printing, reigniting the inflation cycle after the crash, a parabolic blow-off top. So we still have more to the upside to go, in my opinion. But by 2026, the S&P 500 could plummet to 2,100. The NASDAQ 100 may fall between 6,000 to 7,000, and the global economy could enter a deep, prolonged recession. So let's discuss this right now, and let's show the current unemployment rate creeping up since the low. It's at 4.3% right now in July of 2024, up from the low of about 3.4% in January of 2023. So what I've done for you guys is brought up the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and I've marked with these vertical yellow dashed lines every single time the unemployment rate spiked, going all the way back to 1969. So as you know, the most recent time the unemployment rate spiked was from February to March of 2020. And that's what created this massive crash right here that was very, very quick. And Keep in mind, these are 3-month candles right here. So this is macro zoomed all the way out from like the 10,000 foot view here on the chart. We're going to look and analyze how this is going to unwind over the next few years. So that way you guys can have a long-term strategy for yourself to protect your wealth. The time before then was right after April of 2008, when unemployment went from 5% all the way up to 9% plus in 2009. So as you can see right here, the market topped out in October of 2007, and we are already in a downtrend, forming lower highs and lower lows. And then once it spiked up, the market absolutely tanked, and the Federal Reserve was left to respond by drastically cutting interest rates down. So usually the Federal Reserve is too late by the point that they cut interest rates rapidly in response to try and stimulate the economy. So this is why you don't want to wait for them to start cutting rates rapidly before you prepare. You need to start preparing now. The time before then was after 2001. It was like May to December of 2001 for that year. They went from 4.3% unemployment rate upwards of 5%. So if we look at the chart, same thing as 2008, we were already in a downtrend. The market peaked out in January of 2000, and we were forming lower highs with lower lows. The market bottomed out. The Fed responded by cutting interest rates too late. And this was the aftermath of the dot-com bubble boom. So the percentage of that crash was about 38%, whereas the 2007 to 2009 crash was over 55%. Now, the time before then was after June of 1990, when unemployment went from 5.2% all the way up here of like 7.8%. When that happened, the market topped out in July of 1990 and then crashed all the way down here by October of 1990. So about 3 months later, we saw a drop of over 20%, and then the market recovered. So there's always a recovery, but you need to be able to time your exit so that way you can have enough money on the sidelines to be able to buy the dip. There's a reason why Warren Buffett literally sold 50% of his Apple stock. He's preparing for this. Now, he may have either entered out at the top and we're just witnessing the crash starting right now, or he's just getting out of the parking lot in the third quarter before everything hits the fan in the fourth quarter. Now, the time before then was interesting because all the way back at like 1969 to 1981, it was a roller coaster of the unemployment rate going up, coming down, going up, coming down. But after July of 1981, it went from 7.2% to 10.8%. And that was after the market topped out and dropped ultimately over a year, dropping 25%. The time before then was October of 1973 until May of 1975. Unemployment went from 4-point-something% to 9%. Sure enough, the market had topped out before then, and we were in a downtrend, forming lower highs and lower lows. So we can see some similarities here. When the unemployment rate spikes, either the market has topped out prior to that or it's topping out like right at that rate. So we saw a crash of about 46% from 1973 to 1974. The time before then was from December of 1969 until December of 1970. Unemployment went from 3.5% to about 6.1%. Sure enough, the market was already in a downtrend at about the middle of that crash, and it crashed over 36%. Took about 547 days. So these crashes don't happen in a matter of a week. Even unless it's like COVID and it spikes up really fast and there's a pandemic and a massive shakeout, it usually happens over the course of like a year or two. So the sticky situation right now is if the market topped in July and Warren Buffett literally sold the top with some insider information, and we're going to go down from here, or we have a little bit higher to go in this rising wedge until 2025 leading into 2026 for the final blow off top for this bull run before we go into absolute economic meltdown. Because as you can see in March of 2024, unemployment just ticked up from 3.8%. It's at 4.3%. So if it continues to trend up, then there's not much money to be made left in the stock market. If you're buying the Dow right now, then you are an absolute fool. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, you don't make your money at the top of the market, you make your money on dips. So let's look at some Confluence here compared to the past, and let's compare all the way back, like I talked about in the beginning of this video, to 1960s. Because on the right hand side of the screen, you guys can see what happened from 1932 until 1965. After that 2029 crash, the market saw a massive rally, and we saw a rising wedge take place over the course of like 30 years, similar to what we're seeing right now in the short term, ultimately from like 2009 and arguably 2020 during that crash that took place, where the Federal Reserve has just printed so much money. The debt is over $35 trillion for the United States. So this is a massive eagle eye view because every single candle is 3 months. I mean, I know this makes it seem like it's going to happen tomorrow, but guys, this is 3 months right here. There's still a little bit of time as this unwinds. But if we look at where we are right now on these key indicators like the MACD, the stochastic RSI, and the relative strength index, we're very, very close. Look on the left-hand side of the screen where the MACD line is at for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's at 3,985, well above zero. The signal line is at 3,672. If we go all the way back to April of 1964, when the MACD line was at 71, the signal line was at 64, we were overvalued at that point. We peaked out all the way up here at like 97 and 85. Then we saw this bearish cross take place in 1966 roughly. And then from 1966 to about 1982, for about 15 years, we saw the MACD line trade to the downside. We just saw massive volatility. Now, it wasn't an absolute catastrophe. It was just a very choppy market, like a washing machine. But the market did crash over 40% during that period. And then there were periods of recoveries, followed by sell-off, recovery, sell-off, recovery, sell-off, and then an ultimate recovery after that, after 10 years. So we might be going through something similar. What the Fed is going to attempt to do is a soft landing, but that's going to be very difficult considering how much more money is in the system right now, how much higher these indicators are in the MACD. We're not at 100, we're at 3,985. If we look at the stochastic RSI, we're not quite there yet, in my opinion. The K line is at 72, the D line is at 67, but we're getting there. Very similar to what happened right here in January of 1964. We started trending up, then we got well above 70, well above 90, and we were all the way up here on the right-hand side of the screen. This is what I'm looking at. We saw a bearish cross above 90, and right after that, the top of the market came in, and then we started the washing machine correction right there for this range-bound trading action, still with a 40% plus dip. Now, here's the major concern right now, is we are looking at a macro bearish divergence, meaning that we're seeing higher highs on the price chart, whereas we're seeing a lower high on this key indicator, which is the relative strength index. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see the RSI and the similarities right here, where we formed a high on the RSI at about 84 on the 2nd of October of 2017. Simultaneously, the Dow formed a high at around 26,100. The Dow formed another high right here on the 1st of October of 2019 at about 29,200, whereas the RSI printed in a lower high at about 70 something, 75 it looked like. Then the Dow put in another high at about 36,500 by the 1st of October of 2021 for the top of that bull run, whereas the RSI put in a lower high at about 73. So if we just simply connect the highs on the price chart, we're forming higher highs. If we connect the highs on the relative strength index, we're forming lower highs. This is what a typical bearish divergence looks like. Higher highs on the price chart, lower highs on the indicator. Now, what does this mean? Well, it simply means that momentum is shifting over from the bulls to the bears, and it just takes time to unravel. Similar to what happened back from 1956 until about 1965. We saw the exact same thing take place back then, where you can see on the relative strength index, April of 1956, it was at virtually 90, 89 or 90 all the way up here. The Dow Jones Industrial Average put in a new high for that year. Then by July of 1959, the Dow put in another high, whereas the relative strength index put in a lower low at about 78 or 79. And then the Dow put in the all-time high at about 1966 for that bull run before the washing machine trading action took place in that 40+% correction. Look what happened on the RSI. It got rejected from this descending resistance, forming another lower high. And then it just continued to form lower high after lower high after lower high until a major reversal, back test, and then continuation of the uptrend on a macro multi-decade period. So I would expect to see something like that on the left-hand side of the screen. Right now, we're in a sticky situation because the RSI is struggling to break above this descending resistance right now. We're currently at 67, whereas on the price chart, we put in a higher high at this ascending resistance right here. So we're starting to see this unwind right now. And over the next 10 years, it's going to be very sticky because look at the MACD right here. The MACD line in blue is still above the signal line. So we haven't seen a bearish cross yet on the 3-month, which signals that we could have till the end of 2025. So there's still some time here because remember guys, every single one of these candles is 3 months. So where my cursor is right now on the left-hand side of the screen, that's October of 2025, which is 457 days from where we are right now. So it's going to take some time for this to unwind. But if I were to trace the chart from like 1965 until 1980 something, it would look something like this, where we top out sometime in 2025 and then we see the correction take place. Now, the real question is if it's going to be a washing machine where we just see some massive volatility over the next 10 years, or if we see something like what we saw back here from 1929 until like 1932, where it's just this parabolic euphoria stage. Everyone gets greedy, starts dumping in money as the markets make a new all-time high over the next 12 months. And then we just see this parabolic blow off top, followed by absolute catastrophe, complete meltdown. So in my opinion, it's going to be one of the two scenarios. Both of them end in a steep correction that is going to lose people a lot of money unless they prepare. So that's why we're making these videos every single day to help educate you guys on what's going on. Even if it's a little scary at times to think about what could happen if the markets go down, that will present the best opportunity to back up the truck all the way to the bank, grab the bags, pack them and stack them, and leave no bags left behind. So I personally believe we have until Q4 of 2025 to prepare, because if we look at the XRP price chart, we're right at this descending resistance right now on the 3-month candle. So in terms of an accurate or a realistic XRP price prediction, well, if we just draw the Fibonacci retracement tool from the all-time high to the low of January of 2020 and extend that out to the end of 2025 before the collapse could arguably take place by October, November, or December, from a very conservative price point, $3 to $5. That's a 1.618 is about $5.24. That's very conservative for XRP. That would put XRP at about Ethereum's current market cap, which is only like $300 billion, which is not that much money because XRP is only at 30 billion. An ideal scenario would be a 4.236 extension. That's roughly around $13, give or take a buck or two, if I wanted to get real exact and zoom in for you guys. And then the most bullish scenario for this bull run would be beyond a full extension of about up to $30. But I think if XRP were to get up that high, then I think the Riddlers would be right and XRP would go even beyond then. And we just see the biggest shift in financial history and XRP absolutely take over the cross-border liquidity market. And that's why we're starting to see the tip of the iceberg with tokenized treasuries, what's happening over in Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, over in the BRICS nations, Ripple's stablecoin coming. So I just get this feeling that there's massive price suppression right now because they're not ready to flip the switch just yet. But if or when they do, and this reset takes place, we're going to be ready by stacking as much XRP as humanly possible. So if you hold 100 XRP, will you be a millionaire? Well, based on those price predictions, the answer is no, because if XRP goes to $30, you would only have about 3,000. But if I measure from where we are right now at about 58 cents, to go to $13 is over 2,000%, which is over a 22x. To go to $30 is over 4,700%, nearly a 50x. So that's like turning $1,000 into $50,000. Although that's no guarantee, I think XRP is like Amazon stock back in the early 2000s. So a lot of people have asked me, what is my #1 way to earn massive crypto rewards this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage of the market cycle? Well, if you go to xrpl.to, you guys will see a lot of different altcoin projects listed on the XRP Ledger. And virtually nobody knows about this, nor is anyone really paying attention to it right now because the price of XRP has been suppressed during the entire Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. But over the next few years, as Ripple and XRP gets more traction, a lot of the projects on the XRP Ledger are going to gain a lot of attention. And one of my buddies showed me a project on the XRP Ledger that is the first play to earn game on XRP where you're able to earn crypto rewards simply for playing the game. Now, if you guys want to see what that game is, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below this video. All you have to do is click more when you scroll down. It'll show get started here. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You simply just register, create a free account. You enter in your username, your email address, your password, and then your gender. And then you just click sign up at the bottom. And it's going to take you into the back office of the members area. Now I want to explain really quick the benefit of playing this game to earn crypto rewards, because the coolest part about the game is the ticker of the altcoin is literally called crypto. It's a micro cap, very, very tiny project that virtually nobody knows about right now. And one of my buddies showed me this game and I'm already earning about 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP. But there's no guarantee that you're going to earn 10 crypto per day or 1,000 XRP per day because your results are obviously going to vary playing the game depending at what level you come in at. So I want to be very clear that results aren't typical, and this is just purely for fun to see what happens for the rest of this bull run as the XRP Ledger gains more adoption. So once you've created your free account through the link in the description below, the next thing that you're going to need is an XRP wallet. Now, the best wallet online right now is the Zaman wallet. And it's the largest and most secure XRP custodial cold storage wallet. So it's also a mobile app on your phone where you get your private keys for the wallet. It's comparable to a Ledger or a Trezor cold storage device, but the best for holding XRP. And this is what you're going to need to be able to play the game to earn crypto rewards. So again, below this video, you're going to see a tutorial video right here that it breaks down exactly how to set up your wallet, how to be able to fund it with XRP so you can start playing the game, and everything in between. So after you've created your free community account and you have your XRP wallet, the next step is to log in to the back office of your account. And at the top, you're going to see these 4 little icons right here. You simply click this. You go to My DGP, you scroll down and then you click Purchase Combo. In the bottom left, you're going to click this little plus icon so it shows 1 combo pack. Click these little 3 boxes right here and then you purchase with your XRP wallet. And then all you need to do is open up your Zaman wallet on your phone. Click this little icon right here at the bottom, and then you simply scan the code on the screen. It's going to pop up. Right now it's 5,000 XRP to get your digital game pieces to be able to play the game and earn crypto rewards. And I'm going to show you the game in a little bit and how awesome it is, because the founder of this dumped millions of dollars in development into this game and has been working on it since 2020. So this is hands down the best play to earn game to earn crypto rewards on the XRP Ledger. So I spent about 15,000 XRP on my digital game pieces because I want to be able to maximize the game. And so far, just recently, I'm earning 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP per day. So you can do the math over the course of a month on what those rewards will look like. And I can swap crypto for XRP. So I'm just going to keep stacking my digital game pieces to maximize my crypto rewards, because you also have to take into account that crypto is the in-game currency. So as more people start catching on to the XRP Ledger and they start playing the game to earn rewards, then the popularity of the crypto token will increase. So obviously there's no guarantees of any profits here, but you do not want to miss out on this as more people start learning about XRP over the next few years. So all I'm going to do to get my digital game pieces is slide to accept on my XRP wallet, and it says the payment was submitted successfully. Now all I'm going to do is refresh the page. I go to my DGP assets, that simply stands for digital game pieces, and you're going to see I got one Cryptopian, a crypto land, a box, a key, a vial, and a crystal. So I'm simply just going to click claim on each of these. I'm going to open my Zamin wallet again. I'm going to click this icon right here to scan the code on the screen, and I'm just going to slide to accept. And as soon as I've claimed my digital game piece, I'm going to click reveal, and it shows me what class this is in. And one of the coolest parts about this game is each of the digital game piece reveals are random, so you could get between a level 1 to a level 10. So I'm going to click claim to reveal the land now, and then I just scan the code and slide to accept on my XRP wallet. And it just shows this little countdown thing right here as it reveals which land I have. So as you can see, that was a level 1 land. You guys might get a different level. On a previous pack, I got a level 9. And depending on the level that you get determines the crypto rewards that you earn daily. Now, after you've revealed your digital game pieces to be able to play the game to start earning crypto rewards, in the top of your back office, you click the icon right here with the 4 squares. Then you simply click the game. And then you click the button on the center of the screen that says enter the game. And then you're going to see several in-game actions here like rent, mine, thieve, govern, rule, enhance, and bank. So depending on which avatar you got will determine whether you mine, you thieve, you govern, or you rule. And then for your land, you can collect rent on your land every single day in crypto, which is awesome. So in this case, I would click on thieve, click continue. So underneath available, I simply select my Cryptopian. I select the duration in days. In this case, it'd be 1. And then I click this little icon right here. It's going to pop up this, and it shows me the daily production. In this case is 0.4 crypto tokens. So depending on when you're watching this video, crypto might be at a different price. Right now it's at about $53. So all you need to do is confirm the action, and it's going to say it's processed successfully. And then it's underneath active, and it has a countdown timer right here in terms of time remaining until it goes back into the available section again. So you can see 23 hours and 59 minutes. Now, once this is done, my crypto balance is going to top up with an extra 0.4. Right now it's at about 44.39. And if I go back to the main page and I click on rent and click continue, you can see that I have an available land that I can collect rent on. So I simply select the land. I select the amount of days that I want it to collect rent, 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. So this can be as passive or as active as you want, but I'm gonna click this icon right here. It's gonna pop up and it's gonna show me the daily production, and then I just confirm the action. Now you can see underneath active, I have a level 1, level 4, level 8, and a level 9. And then it shows me the time remaining on each of these land pieces that are collecting rent right now in crypto rewards, which is awesome. And so at the bottom of the screen right here, you can see crypto total net. That's about 14.96 crypto tokens. So let's just round that up to 15. And if I were to swap 15 crypto for XRP, it's about 1,554 XRP. Now that's obviously not a guarantee that you're going to earn the same amount of crypto tokens, because as you can see, I have more pieces of land here because I decided to purchase more packs because I want to be able to stack up the amount of crypto tokens I earn over time throughout the rest of this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage. So I'm just going to continue to stack crypto tokens, playing this game for fun, because as more attention gets drawn over to the XRP Ledger, I can see more and more users playing crypto land every single day to earn crypto rewards. So again, all you need to do right now to get started is go into the link in the description below this video, create your account. Once you have your Zamin XRP wallet and you've loaded it with XRP, following the tutorial below, then the back office, you click the icon at the top, you click My DGP, and then you purchase your combo pack to be able to reveal your digital game pieces. So you can buy one or you can buy multiple right now, because the more combo packs that you get, the more pieces of land that you're going to be able to collect rent on each and every single day. And then if you choose to get the crypto token on the secondary market, that's up to you. Or you can just play the game for fun to be able to earn crypto rewards like I'm doing right now. So once the time expires on each of these active pieces of land, I'm going to collect all of the rent in crypto, and it's going to top up my balance right here where you can see 44. So check it out. I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. And again, we're going to have a tutorial as well too on some different strategies, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, to be able to maximize this game. That way you can benefit the entire bull run as XRP explodes. So all you need to do right now is click the links below. If you go to bullrunners.com, you're also going to get early alerts on explosive altcoins, daily market analysis videos for breaking news updates like this, and you'll discover our best ways to be able to maximize the crypto land game to earn the most amount of crypto rewards this entire bull run. Because together, we believe that the spending power of the dollar is just going to keep going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies have been going up in value over the past decade. That's the truth, and together, we're all going camping on the beaches of the moon. I'll see you guys on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com through the links below. As always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.